And hey, welcome back to the Alexandrian Codex. I'm Alex, and this is Surviving Mars. It's a new hour, so it's a new radio station. And just in time, too. I was starting to get a little sick of that last one. What time is it? Oh, it's only 10. So I'm going to stream for at least 2 more hours. Around about then. We'll see what I'm in the mood for. Alright, so we need more dudes. We have 24 vacant slots. So if I go passenger rocket, we only have 6 matching colonists right now. That sucks. So we're going to have to start accepting people with certain quirks and flaws. Gurus make people like them. Vegans are, but they're vegans. Tourists don't stick around. It's not like we don't have anything vegan here anyway. Everything we have is vegan. So chronic condition people lose health every day. We have a clinic, they'll be fine. Idiots we're not keeping because it can cause malfunctions. Lazy people just work worse. Alcoholic people, their work performance is worse. Gamblers, if they visit a casino, they lose sanity. Well, we don't have a casino, so fine with that. Gluttons eat double rations. I'm actually pretty okay with that. Hypochondriac will randomly visit medical buildings. No problem. Whiners lose sanity when low in comfort. Don't like that. Melancholic, increased performance penalty when at low morale. Well, they're not really at low morale right now. No one is, so we'll keep them. Loners, nope. Cowards, nope. We'll have enough people. Oh, right. Rocket capacity is... yeah, just 27 passengers right now. Rocket capacity is like 42 because of all the tech we've researched. Pretty cool. I don't have the structures to support that right now. So we have 24 new people coming in. We have no work. Disabled work slots is going to be... You? Where do we have disabled work slots? I think it's the night shifts that the game is thinking about. Yeah, that's fine. We're making water. Well, that water is going to go away. Going to go right away into making us polymers. So we're going to put a polymer factory right here. And it's going to build very quickly because we have the prefab. In fact, I think we have multiple prefabs. Yeah, I bought 2 of each because redundancies. So we're going to open this up. Now we have 12 vacant work slots. We're going to have 14 unemployed people when everything is filled up. Electronics require rare metals. We're not making rare metals, so we're probably going to have to keep importing electronics. Machine parts, on the other hand, require us to import, just require metals. That's easy. However, they do require electronics in maintenance, so getting this set up sooner than later would be a good idea. That, or I can just keep importing machine parts and that, or electronics, and it won't be the end of the world. So let's plop this down. It's going to helpfully warn us that we don't have enough power. True that. So, in the spirit of not having enough power, let's go here. We have 510 available. We're going to order a Stirling generator and fill it with whatever electronics I can. It's not very much, but whatever. 5 is better than none. So you are empty, ready to go. Goodbye, Rocket Boy 2. Building not working is going to be the machine parts factory. I'm actually going to turn it offline for now because we are at a 0 power surplus and this would start draining our reserves. I don't want that until we get this other Stirling generator imported and set up. I could build one locally, but that would eat up our polymers, and I like having polymers. This is going to produce polymer, but we aren't producing a lot yet, so better safe than sorry is generally my thought process there. This is cleared out, yep. Now we have more metal over here, so let's go grab that. It's going to be the last surface metal that I see, so we better appreciate it while we have it. Transport, why don't you go over here? Machine part to machine part. I need to recharge you fairly soon.
Vehicle battery low.
Welcome to Mars, people. Oh, you're charging from the grid automatically. Awesome. So, workers. You can't change their outfits, unfortunately.
New colonists have arrived.
Fuck yeah, new colonists. So we're adding soybeans here because soybeans improve the soil quality. Soil quality starts at 50%, but it can be slowly improved up to 100%. Once it's at 100%, it's better to switch out for crops like quinoa, which we're not making yet. We can unlock quinoa here, but I'm kind of keen to keep doing this for a while until we're actually self-sufficient, because as much as I hate it, we do need some imports from Earth. Not many, and arguably maybe not at all, but it makes me more comfortable having that tiny safety buffer. Yeah. Day 28. This is very good for day 28. Day 28 and having 40 something text researched? Not bad. Not bad at all. I wonder what speedrunning will look like in this game, or what the hallmarks of achievements will be considered. As this game becomes more popular and the community becomes more established. Right now, it's mostly people complaining about resource management and it's so hard moving transports back and forth. It's not. It's not. It's annoying early on, but it should be. Maybe. Maybe it shouldn't be. It might be better to free things up a little bit, but I don't know. New Sterling generator. Now, these do cost polymers and upkeep. Our current maintenance is requiring 2 of these per soul, basically. We're making 6 per soul. So we're running a +4 polymer per day ratio right now. Food, Jesus Christ, we're making so much more than we're consuming per day, which is weird. What are people thinking about? Oh, you want... Why are you thinking money? Why are you thinking about rare... I know we don't have these. That's why this is offline. They're all thinking about that. Okay, weird. Unemployed, 16 people. God damn. That's why I opened this. Yeah, let them work. Oh, that dollar symbol means they're unemployed. Wow, that's confusing because it doesn't always mean that. This happens sometimes. Drones will get depleted inside of buildings, and maybe he'll get rescued. Maybe not. Oftentimes it's more maybe not than maybe. Let's build a couple recharging stations to help our little robo friends out. They're fairly cheap. And they're good just for quality of life of keeping your robots from conking out like that, man. We have a little bit of homelessness and unemployment. Okay, well, since we're making polymers now, we can build our arcology, and I'm fairly comfortable doing that. The arcology requires 4 polymers and upkeep, so that's going to push this a little bit. It's going to consume a fair amount of concrete, but we have it. Now we're not producing any more concrete, so once this gets below, I don't know, 100, I should probably pop down another concrete extractor, but not yet. Soon though, it'll be soon. Power shortage -10. Let's just turn that offline. And how much power is this going to take? Another 20? Just gonna... it's fine. Just Sterling generators. Just all the fucking
Cable
Sterling
fault
generators.
reported.
Have a whole little island of Sterling generators. No, we can't get power from like fusion later on, but Sterling generators are, in my opinion, our best option right now. So that's what we're doing. For the love of God, here, rescue this poor robo boy. Go here. Go here. Rescue this. No. Help. What do you mean recharging drone? Doesn't look like recharging drone to me. Ah. Well. Goodbye, buddy. Rest in peace. It couldn't be charged from through the drone for some reason. They look like Premier Balls from Pokemon. If this is what the inside of Pokeballs look like, I would be a little horrified. Yeah, they're cool looking, but also a little scurry. Just a little scary.
Sector scanned.
Ooh. Oh, that's over here. I'm like, ooh, that's a lot of metal. Can't get at it. We can eventually get down here, but not now. Fuck yes, look at this beautiful goddamn arcology. 32 people can live in here, so homelessness no longer a problem. We have 16 unemployed people. They're going to be employed here once it has the proper power support, so once these two are built, I'll be okay with reopening this. And then I'm gonna start looking into maybe setting this up, because seriously, machine parts deficits is what I'm most afraid of right now. Oh, we're only requiring 0.7 in maintenance per day. We're producing 2? Oh, sorry, electronics. We're losing 0.3 electronics per day, which isn't crazy. That means this will last 300 days? No. Maybe. We'll see. The drone's battery ran out, and for some reason the drones were having pathfinding issues getting to their buddy, so I had it disassembled. Don't know why they had such a hard time finding their way to it. We don't have enough polymers to make 2 of these? Well, we're making polymers. Why are we running short on power? What the fuck is consuming more power than it used to? Come on, game. I need both of these done. There's 6 in here and 11 in here. If you pulled one from here, put it in here, this could be done first. But there we go. Alright, never mind. Power it up. Oh shit. Oh, I hit the off button. That's definitely not what I meant to do. Right, now we have the power to turn this online. Insufficient power. Powered. We're losing 10 power per day. That's fine, because this should get done. Our battery will last for quite some time. I have more than 32. I have 75 people. Unemployment is definitely a problem because people keep making babies, and I'm only building enough businesses for the amount of people that I'm importing because ain't nobody gave them permission to reproduce. I think we might want to switch over to more polymers. Okay, well, I want to make more polymers, but for polymers I'm going to need more fuel. Actually, we're making enough fuel. We're going to need more water, in whatever case. Now, we're getting a lot of water from these moisture evaporators, and I could potentially import more. However, they're expensive, and we don't really have the money to import them, so that's not going to happen. Instead, we're going to have to go in here. Hello? Oh, the RC rover's broken. Of course it is. Well, truth be told, it kind of... whatever. It will be sort of missed. Not really, though. I don't need it for anything. Except for...
Dust
I guess I don't
approaching.
Need it. That's annoying. Okay, that last dust storm... it rattled me enough to do this. Let's build it back up. A 3rd water tower and a 3rd oxygen tank. We have more people than we did before. I want to make sure our people actually survive.
Sector scanned.
Don't get short
Anomaly
on breath.
found.
There we go, oxygen being produced. And once I get this water tower up, I can actually see what our water supply really looks like. Ah, this is getting there, but it's draining. Okay. No, finish it up. Thank you. So, stored water 0, capacity... What? Status, empty, capacity, nothing. Max output. Water is actually at 0, so we're not producing anything. So we're just gonna start losing it anyway. That sucks. Okay, I have to do something really annoying. It's fine, it's not that annoying. We need to get at this water and this water. And to get to this water, we could you know, run pipes all the way over here, except this elevation change makes it so
Cable
that we
fault
can't.
reported.
To get down there, we have to use a structure called a tunnel. Now, a tunnel costs, as you're seeing, a decent amount of concrete, some minerals, or some metals,
Research
but more
complete.
importantly, machine parts. That's why I got this online to make machine parts, because we're gonna need them. Martian patents finished? Dope. We are making polymers, so I don't need to import any more polymers, even though I might want to. We're making them, they'll come. We could import a couple of moisture evaporators. That might not be a bad idea. By that I mean that's not at all a bad idea. So let's import this cargo rocket. 1, 2 moisture evaporators, and the rest in electronics. Because we're not producing electronics, that'd be nice. So a couple moisture evaporators will help. It might get here right before this dust storm, so it might not be super helpful. Still be nice. So technologically, we've kind of stalled for the time being. I'm just researching Martian patents over and over and over, just to get us money, 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 money every few days. It's not that impressive, but it is letting us import stuff rather than having to wait agonizing long until we can build it on our own. Because we're going to be needing more concrete, I'm going to throw down another concrete extractor, because it's time. Let's see, you can fit perfectly into here. 310, that's something. Run a power cable from here down here, and we'll start pumping out some more concrete. Not an immense amount, but more. And what's better than more? Even more than that. Arguably, it might have been a good idea to get our sea rover. I'm just gonna break this, because we don't need it yet. We don't need it yet. Now, we have all these drones with no controller. Oh, right, and we're gonna have a hell of a hard time. Well, whatever. Can just reassign this to here. So drone with no controller 7. Okay, you're not being smart about auto-assigning. The game's not really all that smart about auto-assigning drones where they should go. Like, oh, these drones need assignment. If only there were some building that had drone capacity.
George, one of our listeners back on Earth, has asked me to read a special message to his friends from the Department of Plant Science at UC Davis, who are posted here with us on Mars. Anyways, George says, John and Barbara, our dear friends, we miss you. Hope everything is fine up there and that your plants are growing better in red soil than they did back here in ours. I guess you won't be making it to the alumni meeting next week. However,
Resources are low. Sector scanned.
Over at the Ketmo-Ree. All night long. Cheers, George.
That's cute.
Well, Georgie, better take it easy with those pictures and listen to this.
That's very cute. Bum, ba, bum. Now again, we're not accumulating water, and I'm a little bit concerned about that.
Resources are low.
Yeah, resources are low, but they're not actually low. I just spent more than I should have. It'll be fine, game. It'll be fine. So Rocket Boy 2 is gonna show up with some electronics and a couple moisture evaporators, and that should fix temporarily our water problem. Long term? Fuck no. Long term, we need to get in here, but short term, that'll fix our water problem. Okay, we'll go in here. Moisture evaporator.
Pipe
Nope.
leak reported.
Ah, good. More pipe leaks. That's what I need right before a dust storm hits. Losing water. And oxygen. Now the oxygen part is probably a little bit more important. Alright. Yep, that pipe leak is losing us a substantial amount of water. Fix it, little man. Please. Go, drone, go. I can make you rustier. Let's keep them white and red. What? Hasn't this been fixed? Oh no, it didn't get fixed. You just walked over, started repairing it, and then ran
Cable
off.
fault reported.
Don't like that. Please. Please, little man. Not loving this. Anxiety of, like, fix it so I'm not losing stuff I'm supposed to be storing. There we go. Okay, so our surplus is minimal, but it exists. Oh, that isn't getting placed because it's outside of the sphere of influence here. Fair enough. Let's pop down this moisture evaporator here. Yeah, this really does crowd up the amount of space we have available. As it should, probably. You're ready to take off. Your food has been exported. Goodbye. Good luck. Farewell. "11 hours till our dust storm hits. It'll be
Sector
fine."
scanned.
Now, our next construction project. We have 5 unemployed people, 25 vacant residential slots, so plenty of places for people to go. What I want them to do is start making stuff out of rare metals. I need electronics before I'm comfortable expanding anything else, because even, oh no, polymer factory, we could get more polymers going, but we don't have enough water to justify that. Actually, we do. We do have enough water to justify that, but we're just about to run in a dry spell, so let's just, let's build a tunnel. It's not the sexiest construction project, but let's do it. I'm gonna want a dome here-ish, so I'm probably gonna want to move these lines at some point, truth be told. So, where do I want this tunnel? Anywhere it fits, probably. So here. This is delightful. So entry of the tunnel will be down here. Exit of the tunnel will be out here. Now we might not be able to finish the exit of the tunnel for a while. Tunnels create underground pipe and wire networks between 2 points, making it so that you don't have to wire things up. It's quite nice. So what it'll mean down here is that I can just pipe these 3 water deposits in here, and the water will make it all the way up here. Now, dust storm is hit. We're losing 3.4 oxygen per day. We have 13.2 stored. 13.2, that would not be enough. 100 something stored. Water, we have about 8 times as much as we need. Though they're still going kind of fast. Don't love that. Maybe I should shut off the polymer factory for the time being? Yeah, let's shut off the fuel refinery and polymer factory. Now, there's plenty of people unemployed now. 18 people unemployed. They're not actually unemployed, they're just temporarily unemployed. Because I don't want them using up our water on manufacturing processes. Yeah, now we're only decreasing by 0.8 water per day. That's much better. Now, the dust storm doesn't really change things up here very much, but if you look
Resources
down
are
here,
low.
it's much dustier. In here, pretty dusty. But because we're high up, less dusty. Machine parts, really? We're having production problems with that? Oh shit, I didn't realize I had picked up a drone here. Sorry, little buddy. I didn't mean it. Please go about your duty. Okay, good. Machine parts.
Sector scanned.
We're low because I'm
Anomaly
building this.
found.
Yeah. Now, another option is to build a tunnel going from up here down here, but I'll have to have it very close to the edge, and if I'm doing that, I should just have a second hub, a second dome over here. doing okay on oxygen. We are eating through a lot of oxygen, though. God damn. Well, that happens when you have a lot of people, I suppose. Maybe I should have 4 Moxies running at any given time, I guess. Well, this is teaching me a valuable lesson that I do need to get my shit together. Okay, this tunnel's complete. We don't have a prefabricated drone hub, and because I tore apart our RC boy, we can't actually get at this right now, which is a little frustrating, but whatever, we'll get there. I'm gonna go load up all the resources from the destroyed rover, bring them back over here. Yeah, I should have a universal depot to make this easy for me. Universal depot, instead of holding 180 of one thing, it just holds 30 of everything. So it's a good thing to have when you just want to load everything up on a transport
Resources are
and
low.
unload them all in one spot without really thinking about what you're doing. Yeah, low on polymers. Yep, because I shut off the water intake. That'll do it. And machine parts we're regrowing on. Electronics is really the only thing we're dipping on right now, which makes sense.
We have an oxygen shortage.
Yup. And we have 14 hours left of having an oxygen shortage. Awkward. We're almost out of water, too. Yeah, I guess I need 4 towers and 4 full oxygen tanks to last through a dust storm. Depends on the length of the dust storm. And this does say it requires 4 of each per day, so I probably should have done the math. It's fine. Even if they die, we can get more people. People are in no short supply here. Well, here they're in short supply, but back on Earth, got plenty of people.
We have a water.
The colonists are on the brink of dehydration.
Yeah, they're on the brink of dehydration. Yep. You conveyed that by saying domes without water. You don't need to go, oh shit, they're dying. I know they're dying. Thank you. Very helpful. Alright, you can go. No, there's a dust storm. Yeah.
Cable
it happens.
fault reported.
Cable fault reported. Well, at least it's not a pipe fault. How are we doing on metal? Fine, we're doing fine. We only need to make it 4 more hours. Now, oxygen shortage
Sector
just means
scanned.
there's no more oxygen being pumped into here. It doesn't mean that there's no oxygen. Now, people won't be happy, they won't work as well, they'll get a little bit more worried, their health will go down, their sanity will go down, they'll panic a little bit. Makes sense. But they only need to make it another hour until everything comes back online. And that's fine. We can turn the fuel refinery back online. We can turn the polymer factory back online. We'll be making polymers again, so this number will stop dropping. We fixed the line problem, so now we have a power surplus. Everything's in the green. Now, I am willing to admit that what we discovered is we definitely need another fucking water tower. Like, real bad, so let's put one down here. And we certainly need another oxygen tank, so let's put another one of those in here. You're ready to leave, so get up on out of here. We have 6 unemployed people. I could probably come up with some sort of work for them to do. Research, probably. I mean, they're here, right? Let's see. Research lab, your upkeep is electronics. No, I don't want to do it. Because I want to keep our consumption of electronics as low as possible until I'm comfortable with, until I know that we're making more. Now, machine parts we're doing okay on. No, I shouldn't make more polymers. What is with this power fluctuation? Because we're using more power during the day than we are at night. That's what's with the power fluctuation. We're not making enough polymers just by... Yeah, okay.
Resources are low.
Yep, I know we're low on polymers. I was just looking at that game. Thank you, though. People are dying. Well, plenty more of where that came from. Yeah, I'm not saying it seriously. I know they'll be okay. Well, I didn't know they'd be okay. Who's pretty sure they'd be alright? That's the same thing, right? Okay, so we're gonna need polymers. Got them. We're gonna need oxygen and water. Kinda got it. We're gonna need power. Kinda got it. I should have remembered that we needed these. Or maybe not have gone ham on buying so many fucking drones. It's fine, we're fine. It's just time consuming at this point to get what I want, get what I need. So next we import an RC drone. So we can go up here and start making
Sector scan.
something out of these underground water deposits up here. Maybe.
Resources are low.
Yeah, I know we're low on polymers. Thank you. We're low on polymers because we weren't producing for a long time, and now we are, and I need water to produce more. So I need to go up
Research
here.
complete.
Thank you, Martian patents. Queue another one of those up. So now we have tiny bit of money. Teeny tiny bit of money. Enough to grab a rover. And enough to grab, on top of that, maybe some of
I'm
these.
Joy Goremican, and you're listening to Quantum Sonics, music radio on the bringer of war, better known as the planet Mars.
Bringer of war. Okay. What if instead I just brought 2 prefab drone hubs? This would cost me 300 million, whereas 1 rover would cost me 300 million. Now I need to get these drone hubs anyway, and you'll see why. What do we do with the rest of the money? Well, we don't have to spend it. But let's close this out and look at what we need. Now, we are making polymers. Not quickly enough, but we're making polymers. What I'd really like is another moisture evaporator. Because that moisture evaporator will allow us to make more polymers, it'll allow us to set up more farms, it'll allow us to build more domes. And I know we're getting a lot of water from here, and it will be a lot of water, but it's better to go overkill on this, because these underwater deposits will eventually run out. Now it's going to take a long time, but they will eventually run out. And I want to be prepared for that eventuality.
We gather here today to bid
first
a
death.
final farewell to one of our finest.
As difficult and painful as it is, we must accept that Elsa Homburg is dead. Holmberg is dead. As friends, as a community, we express our sadness, we acknowledge our loss, acknowledge the great importance of Elsa Holmberg's life. Elsa's life had been a journey towards a vision. A journey which brought us all towards the possibility of living on the Red Planet, one small step after a time. Elsa didn't try to make their mark in human history, for there's no room in attempts in success. Elsa knew what the calling of fate was, knew the risks and the opportunities, and made the best of it, for the good of us all. What is it that takes a person through all of this is a question only we can answer. It's a question whose answer is the spirit of Elsa, and this is a legacy for us. So Elsa's died of old age. Each time a colonist dies from a non-natural death, 2 applicants leave the pool. Old age is natural death, so thank you.
Cable fault reported.
Now I should be able to set up a couple of drone hubs connecting this and that. I may not need to. Oh my god, I never carded this over. Hey, just just move this over here real quick. I think they use gender-neutral pronouns because that's a generic event regardless of the gender of the person. Now, there are, you know, when you go into... No, that's not what I meant to do. When you go into the gender breakdown, and it's easiest to see it here, other is an option. So this isn't strictly gender binary E, which, yeah, is cool. But I think that the pronouns in that event are gender neutral, just so they didn't have to write a different text file for the person depending on what their gender is. I don't know if that's true or not. That's just the feeling that I get. Alright, so we're gonna put like one here, and that should reach, and we can cart stuff through here to build. Now the downside to building more of water extractors is that they eat up even more machine parts and maintenance. Now we are producing enough, but we're basically trading machine parts and power for more polymers, but more polymers will turn into more power, and, well, not machine parts. Machine parts are gonna be awkward to upkeep, but that's okay. I'm excited for that other moisture evaporator.
Sector
Very
scanned.
excited. Oh, right, nothing's coming out of here because there's nothing getting unloaded from there except for what I ordered. So, drone hub prefabs are very neat. Now, they need to be in range to be built. This is in range. How far can I get this? Is that far enough for me? Yeah, that'll work. Plop one down there. So some drones will run off to build this and then get reassigned to this hub. And then from this hub, I'm going to want one, like right here. Let's line it up right. That'll do. I'll make that accessible, this accessible to me. I'm not going to have to pipe the entire way here, fortunately. I may not even exploit this right now. I'm going to start with these three. Yeah, 6 drones get assigned here, and I think 6 will get assigned here as well. It's quite cool. We're gonna need more power. Yeah, we already need more power, more oxygen. Where is all this oxygen? Oh, because there's a malfunctioning pipe. I'm like, what the fuck are you on about? How do I need more oxygen already? Leaky pipes. That's how. Alright, the game's not going to be happy with me. But I need this for the power that it gives. Go, little mans. Go. Use up the last of my sweet, sweet polymers.
Resources are low.
Yeah, really. I'm low on polymers, huh? Not like I just intentionally spent all but one of them. Can I have a drone for my birthday? I feel like that's slightly outside of our budget range, but, you know, we could look into it. Not gonna be helpful little construction drones like this. No, maybe we can make small things. Make you a paper mache drone. Or like, paper mache isn't what I wanted to say, origami drone. That's more in my budget range. Go, 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 go. Yeah,
Sector
yeah, build it,
scanned.
build it.
Anomaly
Fuck yeah,
found.
little dude. Alright, so now we have power. We need water. That's easy. Water extractors cost concrete. Got plenty of that. They cost machine parts, and they require upkeep in power and machine parts, which we can do. Wait a minute. Okay, none of these are on 2. Yeah, good. Wanted to make sure they weren't exploiting 2 of these at once. Cool. So the construction job for these is being placed down.
Cable fault reported.
Oh, right, this gets real awkward. Can you... How far does your range extend? Right down to the bottom here. Give me a universal depot. Yeah, so these should go get resources from here and put it here. Then these should take the resources from here and build what I actually want built. I might just have to grab the transport to facilitate what I'm trying to do, but we'll see if the drones are smart enough to accomplish it on their
You're
own.
listening to Quantum Sonics, and I'm Joy Garemican. We have a letter from
What
Julie.
a fucking name, Joy
Dear
Koremican.
Joy, I'm a big fan of your show and the beautiful music you play. I also love how you talk about space and the planets. As I see it, Mars is the bringer of war and is usually
Pipe leak
associated
reported.
with male attributes. But what about Venus? Well, Julie, a long time ago the Greeks named the planet Aphrodite after their love goddess. Then the Romans took
Now
over
that the
system.
most critical phase of the mission is...
System, not the solar system. So they rebaptized Aphrodite as Venus after the ancient Italian goddess of love and female beauty. Julie, maybe you'll find this next song a beauty.
The game has this excellent radio host, and it's a quick... Hey, did you know we're almost to day 50? Hey, have you researched 40 things? Yes, game, I've researched 41. Fuck off. Leave me in peace. Alright, so we're gonna need to load up some metals. That's probably enough. Now let's unload those metals over here. Oh right, I should be forbidding polymers and forbidding electronics and forbidding fuel. I should forbid this and that. I need concrete, right, to build these? Yeah, and I need metal to build this. Well, that should be more than enough metal. But we'll keep stockpiling metal down here for repairs, and this will be updated later on. I need concrete, and machine parts. Alright, let's go grab some machine parts. This transport needs to be cleaned badly.
Sector scanned.
Oh god, that's more than enough. Unfortunately, I can't tell the transport pick up X number of this thing, but that's okay. It's gonna need machine parts to upkeep these as well as build them, so having a few extras won't kill it. Now, you, my dude, go pick up, yes, you, pick up some concrete. Yeah, okay, our water surplus is starting to look up, even though I haven't even plugged in more water yet, because this isn't operating right now, but it will be soon. Sure, that's fine. That's probably fine. They might barely overlap, and if they do, it's a problem, but I'm just gonna ignore that it's a problem. Pretend that it's fine. Yo, transport. Drop off the stuff here. Awesome. Okay, now we are cooking with gas. By that, I mean I can set up a second polymer factory, get our polymers going, so we can get above 30, so I can build one more of these, keep our power pretty happy. Building not working? Why no working? Well, there's no people. Ah, you need fuel and you haven't been fueled yet. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. That's not what unloading looks like. Oh, you're carrying too much. Well, I don't need concrete here ever again. I need metal to upkeep this, and I need machine parts to upkeep these. So you... give me that concrete. The food. Fuck the food. I normally produce far in excess of the amount of food that I need. So, 1 unemployed people, 15 vacancies. But importantly, you're still waiting on 1 fuel. What is the deal with our fuel production? So I think fuel is being produced and it's being sent to this rocket is a higher priority. This is why I try to keep rockets not on the ground. You should be... So each of these stores 5. It uses 5 fuel per day. This produces 12 per day. So we should have enough to keep both of these powered. Well, both of these running. Wait a minute. Is it 5 per day per shift?
Sector scanned. Anomaly found.
Well, then this is probably per shift too. So, okay, it shouldn't matter. I just want Rocket Boy fueled up and out of here, so that it's not eating up the fuel I want to be making polymers with. Ah, yeah, okay, this is something that I've fucked up in the past. Immediately start setting up dumping sites for this. Because we're gonna need it. I'm not seeing your range. Ooh, you're being weird. Okay. I'm gonna set up some dumping sites over here so that it's in a shared access area so that once or later on in the game and we can turn waste rock into concrete, it won't just be this one drone hub working on it. But we are gonna produce a lot. Yep, just keep queuing this up. I don't actually need it as badly as I did before. So to get these rare metals, or possibly those rare metals, I'm going to need to build a new basic dome, which concrete we have, metal we have, polymers we have, oxygen we have, water we have. Power apparently we still don't have enough of, so let's fix that real quick. We more than make up for our lack of oxygen power during the night cycle when we get the charge without any drain on it because nobody's working at night, but whatever. So this is going to take off, and I'm going to place the dome, hopefully,
Electrostatic
right in here.
dust storm approaching.
Yeah, this will be in range. Good. So dome will go here. We'll figure it out. Now I'm going to keep researching Martian patents until I get this off the ground, because who knows, I might need the money to buy something else. But once I'm producing all the resources on my own, I can switch back to researching real technology instead of just treading water. It's suboptimal, I think, to just jump into having the biggest dome possible. But damn, is it fun. You know, since we have the electronics factory already, let's place it in here. It's a prefab, so it'll get placed and built very quickly. I'm gonna power it off as soon as it's built, but I basically just want to put it here as a placeholder so I don't accidentally build something in its place. Now, judging by how big this place is, it's unlikely that I'd do that anyway, but still. Refuel already, you piece of garbage. Get out of here. Leave. There we go, get the fuck out of here. C'est la vie, Rocket Boy.
Sector scanned.
There we go, Rocket Boy is gone, and Tiny Dome, by that I mean Resource Dome, can finally be placed. Yeah, we'll be able to get at both of these. Arguably, I should have the electronics factory in here, but we'll just play it easy because I have a second prefab of both of these available. I'm not in that much of a hurry. These seem to have sorted out their fuel problems, which is great. This is going swell. And this is going to build very quickly, as it should have in the first place. We have enough dumping sites. These are all in range, yeah? Yeah, I think we have enough dumping sites here. Definitely do here.
You are listening to Quantum Sonics, the music station for the new Red World.
Oh, we're gonna have to import people, which that dust storm is gonna cause some problems with. So before that dust storm becomes an issue, no, fuck it. Let's just be patient. Wait until after the dust storm to get people in here. I don't want to rush it, so we have an oxygen shortage again. Speaking of, we're really not storing that much oxygen at all. 2, 3, 4. I have 4 Moxies? Yeah, 1. 2. Oh, maybe I only have 3 Moxies. Yeah, alright, fair enough, game. Fair enough. Build me a Moxie worthy of... Yeah. Give me a Moxie. This is a high
Sector
priority
scan.
construction. That would explain our oxygen shortages in the past. I've only been producing with what, 2 of these? 1? 2. I'm an idiot. Yeah, I should have at least 4 of these. Yeah. Power this up. Don't suck away my oxygen. I need this. Hurry up, you beautiful little bastards. So this is gonna need its own water tower, it's gonna need its own oxygen tank. It's just flooding up the line. That's okay. What part of this is a high priority? Are you little beautiful? This is a normal priority. I gotta what? I am mad. Just a little tilted. And we're short on power. Day ending with Y. That's okay. I'm okay with popping down 2 of these into here, even though I can't afford it, so let's only pop down 1. And that should provide enough power until I turn this online. Then I'm going to need 2 of them, and possibly some other... Excuse you. The nerve! Oh, is your battery that important? Thank you. There we go. Water surplus is huge. Oxygen surplus is pretty
Sector
substantial.
scan.
Of course, it won't be substantial here in a few days. That's going to flip into a negative value, so hopefully we fill up these oxygen tanks in time. We only need to produce... Yeah, the math doesn't work out. I only need to produce like 3 days of oxygen in 1 day. Yeah, we're still gonna have warnings go off, but it should be fine. Arcology. You're building anything, go big. What's the upkeep on the rare metals?
Resources are low.
Okay, that's fine. Maintenance is going to be machine parts, which has been taking off. Just fantastic. We're low on polymers because I've been spending it on things. Oh, I never opened this. Oh, yep. Okay, that explains my power problems. It is pretty impressive that the entire colony is powered off of this and that. Now, the polymer upkeep is pretty expensive, but that's why we're building a lot with polymers, which is why we're using a lot of water. But water is one of the few infinite resources in the game.
Cable fault reported.
just
Pipe leak
Can be
reported.
dragged out of the air, which is fantastic. Just costs metals, which are technically unlimited if you get a certain technology really late in the game. Now we have hundreds of metal, 300 metal left to pull out of the ground, so we have like 500 total metal right now. We're gonna want to... Yeah, we're actually a lot closer on that than I thought. We're gonna want to start focusing on the robotics tree so I can get some aerial robots. Drone printing is actually more important than battery optimization, so that I can set up a second little base over here and ferry them back and forth. This doesn't need 6 drones. Of course, this doesn't really need 43 either, so maybe I should have just kept 6 there.
Sector
But
scanned.
have to find something to fidget with. Power's looking okay. Now, disaster is just about to hit, so I'll shut down the arcology as well. Cool. these are only going to eat up power and machine parts, and I have both of those in plentiful supply. Plentiful supply. Plentiful, even one might say. Overlaps deposit, that's fine. Overlaps deposit, that's totally fine. You're in range, you're not in range, cool. So, this is going to be the primary job of everyone there. Now, I'm not the despot that I make
Pipe
myself
leak
out to be.
reported.
So we are going to give them a diner and an infirmary and a grocer and a security station and a second Stirling generator and a research lab maybe, but not right now. Let's pop down a fountain. Let's pop down a stone garden so they'll have places to relax. I'd love to give them a space bar. At this point, I think the population is going to necessitate having another apartment. If it has another apartment, that's probably more than enough workers, but let's cut the apartment for now and see how low I can keep this. Dust storm. Electrostatic dust storms. So electrostatic dust storms occasionally shut things offline with all this lightning. It's fairly annoying, but we don't have anyone too far off the grid, so it shouldn't make any problems for us. I forgot to delete that a long time ago. And I forgot to get this a long time ago. We
Resources
have
are low.
almost 90 metal chilling out here. Oh no, I'm low on polymer, huh? Doubt it. I am actually low on polymer, but it's not a big deal. This is great. You're going to have 2 work shifts. You're going to have 2 work shifts. That's going to get us a lot of rare metals. And I can turn this online and actually start producing electronics. I should not have placed this down. It's been requiring electronics and upkeep, and I can't afford it. Cool. So anyway, passenger rocket. I need people. 42? Yeah, whatever. 41 is good enough. Yeah, launch anyway. Bring me concrete. We're really short on concrete, huh? I mean, I suppose I did just throw a bunch of concrete stuff together. Should I expand my concrete production?
Resources
maybe.
are low. Sector scanned.
I think we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Now, we are importing colonists.
You're listening.
Colonists
Resources are low.
come with
Martian
unnecessary
songs
amounts of
with an
food.
earthly touch.
So,
I'm your host,
just gonna
Joy Goremican.
plop these down. Oh, this finally broke. So shut this down, salvage it. The game is wanting more, concrete from me. Let's see. Something more concrete. I can't fit this in here without tearing any of these down. I might not want to tear them down, so I'm just gonna pop this boy in here somewhere. 536, 560, 590, or 390. Jesus, I can't read numbers. Here we go. I think that's the highest we're gonna get.
Cable fault reported.
Kept cable fault. Speaking of cables, the fault in our cables, let's just wire that up. Storm's over. You're online, Henderson. Henderson's a terrible name. Mars 1. Fuck it. Let's keep with our boring naming convention here. Mars 1, Mars 2. Good. So the unemployed people should leave here to go here because there's work here. And generally, if you're colonizing another planet, you want to be contributing. Generally, I assume. That may not actually end up being the case, but So it's about 11. Got 1 hour left of streaming for tonight if you're watching on YouTube. However, this is going to wrap up the episode for today. Thanks for hanging out. Until tomorrow, make sure to comment, share, like, subscribe, all that shenanigans. Till then, toodaloo, take care. Bye-bye.